So let's find the center and radius of this sphere. And if you recall, the equation of a sphere is going to look something like this: x minus h squared plus y minus k squared plus z minus l squared, or whatever letter they choose, equals r squared. And so the center would be HKL and the radius is r for the sphere. So in order to get this to look like that, I need to complete the square for each of the variables. Now, one thing I do notice right off the bat is that all the coefficients of the squared terms are the same. That's what tells me that it's a sphere. If they were different, it would be have more an elliptical shape. And so I can divide everything by 4 right off the bat. I don't have to factor out each one individually if I don't want. So that's going to leave me with an x squared minus 1x, leave a space to complete the square, plus y squared minus 8y, leave a space to complete the square, plus z squared plus 2z, complete the square on that, and then the negative 33 on the other side becomes negative 33 over 4. All right, so let's complete the square. I want the same number added to itself gives me a negative 1. So that's going to be a negative 1/2, and when I multiply it by itself, I get a positive 1/4. For y squared minus 8y, I want a number that twice the number equals negative 8, so that's negative 4. And when I multiply it by itself, it'll be a positive 16. And then for the z, we have a positive 2, so that's going to be a plus 1. Now, I have to do the same thing to the other side, otherwise I've upset the equation, the balance. And so I'm going to add a 4th to the other side, I'll add 16 to the other side, and I'll add 1 to the other side. Alright, so now I can write the first 3 terms here as x minus 1/2 quantity squared. You can go ahead and multiply that out just to verify that it equals x squared minus x plus 1/4. And then the second group here, this would be a y minus 4 times y minus 4, or y minus 4 squared. And this would be z plus 1 times z plus 1, or z plus 1 quantity squared. And then the other side, negative 33/4 plus a 4th is negative 32/4, so that's negative 8. Plus 16 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And there we go. So the center is going to be the point positive 1/2, positive 4, negative 1. And the radius, well, the radius squared is 9, so the radius of this sphere will be the square root of 9, which is 3. And that's it. So the center, picture this in 3D. The center is at positive 1/2, positive 4, negative 1, with a radius of 3. Let's look at a software just to see what this looks like, to get a good picture. So I'm going to use GeoGebra, go to 3D, and I'm going to type in the equation. So what did I have? I had 4x squared plus 4y squared plus 4z squared minus 4x minus 32y plus 8z plus 33 equals 0. And there it is. Let's rotate it a little bit. So I want to, let's see, let's move it. That's the normal perspective where we're looking at the first octant. And so if you look, the center of this sphere is x equals 1/2, that looks about right. Y is equal to 4, and z was equal to, what was z equal to? Negative, where was my equation? Let's go back to that. Z was equal to negative 1. And so, and the radius is 3. So there's the 3D view of what that looks like.